What's up, everybody? Hey, how's it going? Steven Staunton, Stephen Johnson. This is a kind of a first for me. Let's put it on here so I can see what I'm looking at. It's more of a first for me. I just thought I'm not really going to be taking questions. I saw Kyle kind of evaluate his trades, and he had the little triangles on and off from his broker, and I thought, I've got this same broker, I can do it as well. So I just wanted to analyze my trades, and maybe this is something I can do like most days, every day. But I just wanted to talk to you about the current state of the market. What fucking hell, you guys are flying in. Just wanted to talk to you about the current state of the market, what's happening, why it's happening, how I'm reacting to it, and actually showing you no bullshit trades, literally from me broker, exactly where I got in, exactly where I got out, and why. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Alex, sorry, mate, how's it going? So I'm just gonna switch over to my main screen and just have a quick look at, literally it's gonna be 10 minutes every day. It's like a quick morning recap on what the trades are I was taking, why I was taking them. It's good for you, but it's more for me, because when I was watching Kyle's recap video, I was like, shit, he's trading clean and he's trading disciplined and he's reflecting, and I'm like, I need to do this on a daily basis to make my trading better. And I thought it's good for everyone to learn from it as well. Fucking hell, I've got 3 different screens. What is screen one? This one. So we'll just hop over and we'll go full screen. So, I mean, when you look at the market straight up, you can just see, let's go during to see what's actually up with volume. You've got AYRO, BLNK, both electric vehicle devices. I know Tango was mentioning something about there's more news with electric vehicles. So AYRO, there was a merger. AYRO merged with another company on the 29th of May. So the chart's pretty new. This looks like it's like a good short, but it's not. It's actually a new company. The 2 companies merged. It's obviously gapped and ran. My initial thought with AYRO was long, total long. I was talking to my mate. I was like, look for the double bottom. Look for the double bottom or the higher low. Mine was let it wash in the morning because it's gapped up a lot pre-market. Let it wash. And then when you get obviously you've got your bottom here and then you've got your higher low here. You've got your first bottom here, then you've got your higher low. I told him to buy the double bottom or the higher low. He didn't do it. I didn't do it. And then failing that, if you miss that, because I mean it's electric vehicle, it looks like there's shorts potentially squeezed. Failing that, you've got this breaker higher day. So when it breaks the higher day, it comes back down. I was looking for kind of a VWAP entry because I thought let's not play the breakout. Let's play around. If it holds, let it go under the higher day. Let it test VWAP again, and then take it from around the 520s, 530s as it bounces off VWAP if it gets there. Because a lot of people would be buying here off the breakout. I've seen Nasdaq breakouts too choppy. I was like, nah, buy it off VWAP. Because then if it fails VWAP, it's definitely done. And if I miss it, I miss it. And I missed the entry. I wasn't watching, and I remember actually seeing it reclaim the breakout level from VWAP. And I had an order in at 550, and I didn't get it. And then obviously it's in the 7s now, so I missed it. But interestingly, AYRO, this is just me broker, which is pretty cool. So I didn't realize when you put trades in with your broker, it actually shows you the arrows and shit if you add it in. So with AYRO, we obviously saw it gap up. But what got me is that we had this big push in the open. It's like, yeah, it's a push. We had the volume, and if you just look at the push and the volume, so we're talking 2.5 million in the first minute, and we've got a push from the 5s to the 550s. And what I wasn't expecting, I was like, if you get a push, it should be like a couple of candles, and you'll get a 50% pullback, and then it'll push again. We got this massive slam in the first minute, and I was like, whoa. I was like, my thesis was, if any stock that pushes in the first minute and then slams back like this, generally it's done, it's over. Obviously, the volume was quite high. It's electric vehicles, it's a hot segment. But I just thought all of these longs are going to just get jumped on for whatever reason. So I just thought, all right, I'll take this short. So you can see a little short, 3 little shorts into VWAP, just a bit above VWAP. And then when it pushed a bit above, I was like $100 down. And I'm like, oh, this looks risky. So when it dropped and we got the higher low, which was the higher low that actually told me mate to buy on before the market opened, I just covered. Looked a little bit weak on this candle, so I took one more short. But then when it pushed above VWAP, I just covered again. I was like, nah, it's done. And then we literally got the rip up and it just played like the perfect long. So in retrospect, I was thrown off by this hard pullback candle. But at the same time, I'm showing a little bit weakness here, but short and strength. Got it a little bit wrong, but I was disciplined enough to cover. I lost $45. So, I mean, if I'd have been right, I would have made 200, 300, 400. I was wrong, so I lost $45. And then obviously I missed this long up here. So that was AYRO. Rose was a chart that I'd actually played pre-market. You just take a quick look at Rose. Thank God Rose is not in the fucking stupid fucking electric sector. Rose is a terrible downtrending chart. It's a 25 million float. And we can see that it's like pushed up. It's ran before. But generally when it gaps, I've not really seen the downtrending chart, and it does have the capacity to run, but when it had this gap, it previously failed. And then there's a 25 million float. A lot of longs in the 80s, 90s, 110s. But when we got this gap up here, I thought it's probably going to come down unless it trades like significantly more volume than around this key level. So with Rose, I played it twice. So when I saw it pop up, wrong chart. When I saw Rose pop up pre-market, you had this little run up in the AM. This is about 8:30. I just thought it's overextended a bit. It's up like 50, 60%. It doesn't normally go up this much on this volume. So when I saw the first sign of weakness, I took it short and I just covered. That was like 100 or so bucks, $120. And that set the top for me. So there's no prior top. Obviously, this hasn't happened yet. If we're looking specifically at this area, we're just looking at pre-market. So we've hit the top, just covered that VWAP. So that's set the top for me for the day. That's the pre-market high. So then I left it, not thinking anything of it, shorting the 62s or whatever, covered in 52, took 10%. And then I just thought, look, if it gets the higher day again, I'll have another go at it. And then you can see we got the perfect double top. I waited for the backside again because I'm like, this market's crazy. When we got the double top, I was short from 65, took it down to 56, added another shot at 64, took that one down, got a bit scared on that one, took it off at 60. And in hindsight, I didn't really play Rose very well. I took $270 on it, but I didn't play it very well because I took 100 here, then I took like 100 here, then I took 70 here. But it was a bit of a, I didn't want, like, if this is actually like a bit of a wedge, it's like, I can't really draw it because I don't know where the fucking lines are on this. But I can draw it on the intraday, yeah. I was a bit scared that we're going to get this kind of wedge, and I wasn't sure which way it was going to go, so I just took it off. But I mean, it was a bit of a bad cover in retrospect because it went as low down as the 50s, and it really hasn't really recovered from that. Solo was, what up, Drids? Solo was the last trade that I took. And I've just saw it like it's electric vehicle, it seems WKHS, and it's the same kind of pattern, but it's a little bit late out of the game. And for Solo, what got me is I didn't even think about playing it up here, but I just saw it's higher day, lower high, lower high. And I thought, this could be getting ready to crack. And it's already kind of cracked here, this big pullback. So you've got a nice little descending triangle. And yeah, the electric market's hot. You've got a nice little descending triangle, like lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, falling bounceable. I thought you might get a crack because it's up so much. But again, with solo as well, you can see that these little red icons where I've thought top, lower high, and I'm basically, if I go red on it, I'll just take it off. I'm risking like 450, 10 cents, hoping for like 4s, 390s. So I took a couple of shorts into this, cracked, was up like 150 bucks. Like, all right, this is good. And then popped back up, and I was like, it's nearly broke the descending triangle, but we've still got this line down. Added. When it held this bottom, it's kind of held once, twice, 3 times. And then if you look, you've kind of got an ascending triangle there. You'll see I made 40 bucks on this because I covered it. I just covered it here when it reclaimed VWAP, and then obviously it went straight up to the 5s. But what made us kind of get out of solo, you just take all these lines off. And this was something that Dan, I think it was Dan Irish, told us. So it's like not a good day, not a bad day. I made like 200 bucks, but I mean, it's a nothing day really. But it's like you've got this uptrend, and then you've got this downtrend, and I'm like, what's going to happen? So I covered here pretty much as it was coming to the end of the wedge, and then it popped up above the wedge. And as soon as it pops up above the wedge and holds in this 440s area, you're off to the races, and it's straight above higher day. But it's very important to recognize the higher lows and the lower highs, because it's an excellent long when it breaks the wedge to the upside. Hot sector, electric vehicles, AYRO, it's probably running in, well, AYRO and solo are running together. And it's a good long to recognize. WKHS workhorse, like I lost about 3 grand on this, honestly. It's actually finally failing. So I mean, it's funny because if workhorse is failing now, you'd think AYRO and Rose would probably, AYRO and Solo would follow. Like this, finally, the workhorse has cracked. I lost 3 grand on the way up, and I'm just not touching it on the way down, which is so fucking amateur. But this looks as good as done, but never fucking ever say ever with this stock. The real short, I mean, I was short. I wanted to swing this on Thursday. And when it cracked, I was shorting around this area on the 21s. I got squeezed out at the 22s. I lost like 500 bucks. Only for it to come all the way back down and then fall apart today. I mean, this looks like the beginning of the end, at least, for workhorse. But the interesting thing is, if it's the end for workhorse, what the fuck's happening? How isn't either of these even thinking about coming down? Oh, good. Look at AYRO and sympathy here. So you see WKHS is coming down. AYRO is kind of coming down a little bit in sympathy as well. Both similar, extra strong charts. A braver man than I would. It's really not a bad short into the 760s. Wouldn't be surprised to see Solo dropping now as well. Fuck, Solo really starting to reverse now as well. This is sympathy plays, guys. This is how they all work. When one falls, they all fall. You've got a couple of minutes. Kyle said it in his last video. So there could be some money in these. I need to start thinking about whether I'm going to short them, but we'll see. Anyway, that's the afternoon recap piece. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night.